So hello guys, welcome back once again in the another video of React Native. So in this video we will talk about how we bind the events in the React Native. So events actually the actions and the interactions user perform on the application. So it can be the button, it can be touchable opacity, it can be scroll view, it can be text view. So different components we can use for interaction with the application. So here I am using a button and I will bind the button with the application. Now I am using here a view and a single text, and in this text I am just displaying a message, and the message is a coding Gyaan, and now the simulator is looking like this. I am just displaying here a single message. So suppose I want to add here a button and will try to bind this button. So this is a button, and here the props of the button is the title, and inside the title we just add here click, and the another props is the on press. So here we add a function, and name of the function is change click, and here I am just enter a console.log, and here I just show a change click, and here I will call this function change click. So now just I save this and check on the simulator. We also check the log inside the terminal, and when I click on the click, so here you can see the logs change click is showing here, so it's working. Suppose now I change the state, this dot set state, and here the message is showing this. So suppose I change this message, and now save this, and again we check and click on the click event. So you will see here a error message is showing here. This state is not a function, it is undefined. So because we are changing the state here, but we are not binding the event, so without binding we are clicking on the button click, but it is not working and it is not setting the states. So we need to add here binding the event. So for this we can bind the event inside the render method. Suppose this is our function I am calling from here. So if I add here bind, and bind actually only work inside the class component, we need not to bind inside the function component. Actually we are using here a class components, so when we call any function, so we need to add here this. So this actually the instance of the class component, so we need to add here this. And now I save this and again check on the simulator. So now I click on the click, so you will see here the message is now changed. Hi coding Gyaan is showing here and it is working. So in this way we are binding the event inside the render method. So we can bind the event with different ways. So this is the first way. Suppose now we bind the event with another way. So you can copy this button, and I am just paste here, and previous button I am just comment here. So with the second way you can remove the bind from here, and we can bind with arrow function. Suppose I am using here a arrow function like this, and now I save this, and suppose now I click on the click event. So nothing is working here, because one thing we should be remember here, it will work only when you add here a braces. Now I check again, so you will see the result here. So now the state is changed. So this is the second way. And another way, we can bind the event inside the constructor. Suppose I am just copy this and comment it, and here I am just removing I am adding here a method 3 and I am removing the arrow function here and presses from here. So binding inside the constructor, we need here a name of the function. So here name of the function is the change click. So we use here this dot change click and we are binding inside the render. So we just copy this line and the whole line we just add inside the constructor. So this is the third way and we just save and now check on the simulator. So when you click on the click event, so you will see the result. So in this way also you can change the state. We have another way. Suppose I copy this and again I comment it and name it as a method 4, and in this method we bind the event inside the function. So suppose I am commenting this binding from the constructor. Suppose I will add here arrow. Suppose I will add the arrow function and I just save this and again check the event inside the simulator. So when I click, so you will see the result. So the state is changing. So you can use any one of them, but the best way to bind the event is the method 3 and 4, because I think we should not bind the event inside the render. So I will recommend that binding of the event should be inside the constructor or the function. So I hope this video is very helpful for understanding that how we binding the event inside the React Native. So if you have any doubt, any query regarding to this video, so please let me know in the comment section.